shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. "12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The carry here for the big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Off play action. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Off play action. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a handoff working right. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now it's Breida. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
First down, Lawrence. Green with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First down, they run with Howard. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Perriman, 97 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10.
Set! Blue 90!
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Look at the spin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, he did it again. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They pitch out to Howard. That's a strong running. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The handoff. This is Howard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And San Francisco gets set to go here. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. This is Breida. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
All right, here we go.
They get it to him running left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue Niners.
Off play action. Lawrence. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Gun!
From the gun, Lawrence. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try again with Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A give to Howard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They run again with Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They run with Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On play action, they'll throw. And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, a touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the crossing route, complete. That's Francis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now back to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now the ball comes loose, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Oh, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, you got three down, three down. Look, 49. He's going. Yeah, double up.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Set. Boom.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over, is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now running right through it. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.